How's it going? Welcome to part 2 of my pickups here. Please remember to comment on this and my previous video for your chance for Mega Man 2 or Metroid Prime. I've got a ton of PlayStation 2 and Xbox games. This first pawn store, I had they had just a ton of games, and they told me they were $2 a piece. And I said, if I bought a few, would you do them for $1 a piece? And she asked me, how many was a few? I said, just off the top of my head, 7. And she said, yeah, that was fine. So I picked up 8 PlayStation 2 and Xbox games. I think there's like 6 and 2, and then I picked up a Wii game. So we'll go ahead and show these off here. So remember, these were all $1 a piece. I think they are all complete, which is really cool also. Dynasty Tactics 2. I like the Dynasty Warrior games. The Dynasty Tactics is a little bit different, but still a cool game, and I still need the first Dynasty Tactics. Summoner 2. I already had Summoner 1 complete, and actually Elevator Fan 559 had sent me the disc only of Summoner 2, but I found it complete for $1, so I picked it up. Red Faction 2. I already have Red Faction 1, I believe, so it's cool to complete that. I don't think there's a third one. Yeah, and it's complete. Final Fantasy 12, the Collector's Edition. It's in the cool metal tin, and it is the 2 discs and has it's complete. I have this already. In fact, probably one of my favorite RPGs of all time. Definitely my favorite on the PS2. So, but this one's for trade. If anyone wants it, like I said, it's complete. It's the metal tin, and I love the game. So, definitely for $1. These next 2 PS2 games I have already. First one is Baldur's Gate: Dark Alliance. Yeah, and I believe mine is the greatest hits also. So this isn't even an upgrade. But I figured for $1, it's a lot of fun. I've played it before, so if anyone wants that one. The next is Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I have a handful of Star Wars games. I'm kind of going for all of them, and I couldn't remember if I had it or not. So for $1, I took a chance. I did have it, and mine's complete also. So I will probably, if anyone wants this, I might just throw it in, or maybe try to get $2 for it or something. Next, just a couple of Xbox games here. Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. It has the manual, but it does not have the map, so that's a little disappointing, but for $1 again. And another copy of Halo 2. For whatever reason, I've been finding a lot of copies of this, and they actually had 2 copies of Halo 2 there, but I didn't want the pawn store to think that I was just buying up all their stuff to sell it myself. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I just didn't want to give off that impression, if I want to go back there. So I just took 1 copy of it. So if anyone needs Halo 2, let me know. And then I picked up a Wii game. This was $7. I tried to get 5, but they told me they were already giving me a deal on all the PlayStation 2 games, so I didn't fight it. So I paid $7 for Skyward Sword, which I still thought was a great deal. It is complete, and I'm covering up the Nintendo points because this is actually going to Gamer Emporium, and so I'm giving the points to him also, so I don't want anyone to steal them. But it's got the soundtrack also, so it's complete. So that's the Gamer Emporium. The next is a pawn store. I think I did this on Thursday or Friday, Thursday I believe, and they had a bunch of Nintendo games, which was really rare. I don't really see NES games at pawn stores, but they were $2 a piece, and they had probably 30 games. I only took 2 games because $2 a piece actually adds up pretty quickly, and a lot of them I knew I had, some of them I couldn't remember, so I just took 2 that I knew I didn't have. The first one is Deja Vu, which I'm really looking forward to playing. It's very similar to Shadowgate, and it's just a fun game. It's very, very frustrating, and it's got a very strict learning curve, but it's a fun game. And then the next one is Baseball Stars. I believe this is somewhat of an uncommon game. I could be wrong, but I didn't have it yet anyway, so the baseball game I'm really looking for is Dusty Diamonds All-Star Softball. Not only is it a lot of fun, but it's pretty uncommon also. But cool to find Baseball Stars. I think there's a sequel also. But so those are the NES games I found. Then the best deal though was their PlayStation 2 and Xbox games were 5 for $3. So roughly 60 cents a piece. And I picked up a ton here. just to see if I can show everything. So no superb titles, no Final Fantasies or anything like that. That would have been kind of cool, but still, I thought no sports games, so I'm still very impressed with myself. First was Tie 2, the Tasmanian Tiger Bush Rescue. Yeah. I don't have an Xbox, but it looks kind of fun. I think the tie games are for the GameCube also, and possibly even the PS2. But for 60 cents, I'm sure somebody will want it. Next is the very worst copy, or case at least, of Fable I've ever seen. And I didn't really notice like all these cracks and stuff like that. For 60 cents, I probably would have taken it anyway, but it's not complete. And like I said, I'll probably have to replace the case. But for 60 cents, if somebody wants Fable for $1 or two, I've got it. I was excited to see this though, Fable: The Lost Chapters. I didn't have this one yet. Somebody will have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I assume that The Lost Chapters is only in the Platinum hits. But yeah, somebody please correct me, like I said, if I'm wrong. But it's complete. But I know it's got the manual at least. So I was kind of excited to find that. Next is a game that I've actually found before, and I had given it to Keith of the Robotnik Brothers, but it looks kind of fun. It's Blinks the Time Sweeper. This is also complete. Yeah, I think most of these are complete, so I won't sit there and open them all, but it just looks like a fun kind of adventure platformer kind of game, so it just looks fun. Now onto the PlayStation 2. I've got Max Payne, Greatest Hits, Robotech Battle Cry, Triggerman, Fireblade, which looks pretty cool. It looks like, the Jungle Strike, Nuclear Strike, all those old copter games, so looks pretty cool. Splinter Cell, Pandora Tomorrow, Hitman with a horrible sticker that I couldn't get off. I'll have to take a razor or something to it. This was kind of an interesting game. Prism, Chapter 1, The Dark Unicorn. Just looks kind of interesting. I'm not even quite sure what kind of game it is. Looks like the Gauntlet or the Dark Alliance kind of thing. It's got the manual, but it says it comes with a little comic, and that's not in here. So, but 60 cents again. Just easy decisions to take these games. Dynasty Warriors 2, just one I didn't have yet, so really glad to add that one. This is a game I also feel is slightly uncommon, and that I don't know why, but Risk Global Domination. I think it's just a board game. And again, the stickers were absolutely awful. I had to give up on it. But it's missing the manual, but cool to find. 13. I've seen this game a ton of times. I don't know if it's any good or not. This was kind of cool. SOCOM Combined Assault, but it's sealed. So that's kind of cool. Future Tactics, The Uprising. And lastly, Brother in Arms, Road to Hill 30. So again, all for 60 cents a piece. I think was a no-brainer. I was glad to find them all. Thanks for watching all my videos. Hopefully together they weren't too long. Again, please comment and put a question so I can do a Q&A for my birthday video. And check out Chip Ritchie and RPG Tour Guide. It's going to be Algin Game Hunter and RPG Tour Guide. And I'll see you next week. Thanks.